Hello students, welcome to Royal Palace online classes. So last class we discussed the concept of projectile. Now let us solve some problems based on projectile. So here there is a question here. In this question, a football player is hitting a ball with a velocity 20 meter per second at an angle 45 degrees. Okay. Another player is there in the same horizontal level. He want to catch that ball. It is going to fall here like this. It is going to fall at range R. Another football player who is at a distance of 60 meters. There is another football player who is at a distance of 60 meters, want to hit this ball before it lands to the ground. So with what velocity that person has to run so as to hit this ball before landing onto the ground? That is the question. So question is, a football player kicks the ball at an angle of 45 degrees with a velocity 20 meters per second. Another football player who is at a distance of 60 meters from the point of projection, from that point, wants to hit that ball before it lands to the ground. What is the minimum velocity required for him to hit that? That is the question, to catch that or to hit that. So here first you have to decide whether that player is present before range or after range. That you have to decide first. First you have to decide whether player is present before the range or after the range. This is player 1. Player 2 may be present before the range or after the range. That we can find it. So how to find? First to find the range. Range of this projection is u square sin 2 theta by g is the formula for range, maximum horizontal distance. At what distance it falls? Now calculate that. 20 into 20 and sin 90 is 1, g value take 10. Now you got 40 meters. Range is 40 meters. Person is present at 60 meters. That means person is not present here. It is not possible. Person is present outside the range of the ball. Outside the range of the ball. Now when he is present outside the range of the ball, how much he has to travel to catch that ball? That you have to think. How much he has to travel? See, 60 meters from here to here. From here to here range we got 40 meters. This we got 40 meters only. Now the person has to run remaining 20 meters. The person has to cover 20 meters. So within what time he has to cover the 20 meters? That you have to think. Within what time he has to cover the 20 meters? Within the time of flight of the ball. Within the time of flight of the ball he has to catch it. So in order to catch it, he has to run, distance he has to travel is 20 meters. Distance he has to travel is 20 meters. Time he has to take is 2u sin theta by g. 2u sin theta by g. Now this is 2 into 20 sin 45, 1 by root 2 into 10. This is 2 root 2. This will be 2 root 2 seconds. So he has to travel 2 root 2 seconds within, he has to travel within 2 root 2 seconds and he has to travel 20 meters. So minimum velocity required for the second player to catch the ball is equal to V is equal to 20 by root 2. 20 by 2 root 2. This is equal to 5 root 2. 20 by 2 root 2, it is equal to 5 root 2. This is the minimum velocity required. Next case. Next, we'll solve one more question. A cannon is directed towards a aim. A cannon is directed towards an aim. So it has to reach this aim. Aim is present here. Suppose let us take this is the target. A cannon is angled at certain angle so that it has to reach the target. It has to touch the target. When you project it with 75 degrees, when it is projecting with 75 degrees, the bullet is falling 10 meters before the target. 10 meters before the target. 10 meters before the target. When you project it with 45 degrees, this is for 75 degrees. When you project it for 45 degrees, it is falling 10 meters after the target. 10 meters after the target. 10 meters after the target. Then calculate the sin 2 theta which is required to hit exactly the target. Suppose the question is first he aimed at 75 degrees, it is falling 10 meters before. Second time he aimed at 45 degrees, it is falling 10 meters after. Now he want the value of theta so that he will reach his target. To reach his target he want the value of theta. So for that you can take the answer. The condition is first range you take it as R1. R1 is equal to actual range you take it as distance of target from the point of projection. Actual range you take it as T. R1 is equal to R minus 10 when theta is 75 degrees. Second time R2 you take it as R plus 10 when theta is 45 degrees. Now add these two, then you will get cancel. R1 plus R2 by 2 is equal to R you will get. Now R1 you calculate. R1 is equal to U square, it is at theta 75 degrees, U square sin 150 by G. This you can write it as U square sin 30 by G. Sin 30 by G. This will be U square by 2G. U square by 2G. Next similarly calculate R2. R2 is equal to U square sin 2 theta 45. So it is 2 theta means 90. You will get 1 U square by G. Now what you want? R1 plus R2. R1 plus R2 is equal to U square by 2G plus U square by G, that is equal to 3U square by 2G. 3U square by 2G. So according to the given question, R1 plus R2 by 2 must be equal to R1 plus R2 by 2 must be equal to R. So that you can write it as this, you got 3U square by 2, this is 3U square by 4G is equal to R. So this you write it as U square sin 2 theta by G is equal to 3U square by 4G. Now G and G will get cancelled, U square will get cancelled, then sin 2 theta is equal to 3 by 4. Sin 2 theta is equal to 3 by 4. This is the answer. So he asked only sin 2 theta value. The question is, first when you are giving at 75, it is falling 10 meters before your target. When you are giving at 45, it is falling 10 meters after the target. Now what is the value of sin 2 theta so that I can hit my target? That is the question. So first I took the distance of the target, I took it as the original range. What is the range required? Now first case, when it is theta 75, it is falling 10 meters before, that is r1 is equal to r minus 10. Second case, r2 is equal to r plus 10. Then finally you got r is equal to r1 plus r2 by 2. Okay. Now from that r1 we calculated, r2 also we calculated, and we got sin 2 theta is equal to 3 by 4. So this is the question, one of the model how they can ask based on range. Next, based on equation of motion, they can ask some question. See, there is one more question here. He has given y is equal to root 3x, root 3x minus gx square by 2, Now this, how can you solve this? You know that x is equal to, from yesterday's video, u cos theta into t. Similarly, y is equal to u sin theta into t minus half gd square. From this you can write t is equal to x by u cos theta, Then we can calculate y is equal to u sin theta into t, means here you are writing x by u cos theta minus g x square by 2u square cos square theta, if you substitute the value of t. So we are making one equation which is giving the relationship between y and x, and we can prove that it is y is equal to tan theta x minus gx square by 2u square cos square theta. Okay, this is taken as A, this is taken as B. So ax minus bx square, that's why we said the trajectory of a projectile is a parabola. This is the condition. Now if you compare this given question with the standard equation, we will get some idea how to solve this question. If you compare with the standard form, y is equal to tan theta x minus gx square by 2, this is equal to root 3x minus gx square by 2u square cos square theta. This is standard form. Here you will get gx square by 2. From this what you will get, tan theta is equal to root 3. If you compare, tan theta is equal to root 3. Similarly, with this you can write theta is equal to 60 degrees, and if you compare with standard form, gx square by 2, that means u square cos square theta is equal to 1. So here it is 1. So u square cos square theta is equal to 1. Then u cos theta is equal to 1. Then cos theta you already know 60 degrees, u into cos 60 is equal to 1. Then u into 1 by 2 is equal to 1. If everything is taken in SI units, u should be equal to 2 meter per second. U should be equal to 2 meter per second. Okay, this is how you have to solve. Next, let us take one more question. See, there is a gun which can fire bullets onto the ground, which can fire bullets onto the ground at different angles. I can orient this gun at different angles and I want to fire the bullets onto the ground like this with a velocity u. I am firing bullets all around that area, just like your water fountain. I am firing number of bullets, some number of bullets with velocity u at different angles of the gun oriented with the horizontal. What is the maximum area the bullets can cover? What is the maximum area the bullets can cover around that gun? That we can calculate. What is the maximum area around that gun the bullets can cover? That is the question. So there is, this is gun. So here I can orient like this and I can orient like this, two sides. If I orient, I can cover certain area. So this is the certain area we can cover. So what area you are covering? That is the question is asking. So area covered will be, area covered will be equal to pi r square, where r is the maximum range, because maximum horizontal distance I can throw, only maximum range. If you take that as radius, that is the maximum area I can cover. So I am firing n number of bullets. So range is equal to, maximum range is equal to, range is maximum when theta is 45 degrees, therefore it is u square by g. And area to be covered is equal to pi into r square, that is pi into u square u power 4 by g square. This is the area covered. This is the maximum area which I can cover. Same question they may ask in terms of water. If you take fountain, maximum area that fountain can cover is based on the concept of projectile. Based on the concept of projectile. Okay, so these are the some of the models of questions which they can ask in competitive exams about projectile. Okay, thank you everyone for joining me. See, there is one more type of question what they will ask is calculate the time after which a projectile is projected with velocity u making angle theta. Calculate the time after which the final velocity vector is perpendicular to initial velocity. Final velocity vector is perpendicular to initial velocity. The condition is, when you project a projectile with velocity u, initial velocity vector can be written as u cos theta I plus u sin theta j. Then final velocity vector will be equal to, it will remain same in x axis, that is u cos theta I plus u sin theta minus gt, u sin theta minus gt j. Now what is telling that this final velocity vector should be perpendicular to the initial velocity vector. So this you can solve by using the concept of vectors. The two vectors are perpendicular when their dot product is equal to 0, that is v bar dot u bar is equal to 0. V bar dot u bar, you do the dot product, multiply the cos terms, I terms, u cos theta, u square cos square theta, this is u square cos square theta, plus u sin theta, this is u square sin square theta, minus u sin theta gt. Now what we got is u square cos square theta plus u square sin square theta plus u minus u sin theta gt must be equal to 0. So this, if you take u square common, sin square theta plus cos square theta, this will become u square plus minus u sin theta gt minus u sin theta gt is equal to 0. This is u sin theta gt is equal to u square, then u and u square will get cancelled, t is equal to u by g sin theta. This is the time after which initial velocity vector will become perpendicular to final velocity. This is the condition. This angle should be 90 degrees. Initial velocity vector should be perpendicular to final velocity. Okay. These are the different types of questions which they can ask.